Hello, my Stone Age gremlins. I'm sorry for the long time I took between these episodes. I kinda got lost doing stuff. First off, got some glass, made leather. That took like a week because each step was like, oh hey, you've now processed your leather after 20 hours. Now throw it in this other liquid that took 20 hours to make. Oh hey, that's going to take 3 days to process. Okay, now that you've processed your processed leather, let's scrape that leather and then process it one more time in another liquid that takes the previous liquid yourself was already in. Another 20 days of curing that in a different thing, and then, oh yeah, here's a week. But because of that, with these backpacks, I went from having this many slots of space to this many slots of space. I went from 2 rows to 4. I love it. Also, while I was waiting for all that to happen, I've explored the map, built up the base a little, and I lost track of time. First off, made a fun little table to chisel things. I then entered a fugue state while watching anime and made this. This was a fun one. And I was also exploring the map trying to find stuff. I found out where iron was. It wasn't, oh hey, here where there's all these like giant rings of iron. No, it was on like this island. All the way over here saying like, oh yeah, loads of iron, high iron stuff. It's like one of these two islands. I have a little dirt hole leading straight to iron. It upset me. Down here, it's getting a little bit more. I got some wine finally, processed some juice to wine. Managed to install some more mods for weapons and armor and stuff, so I'm going to actually be including those in the descriptions now. Got this place nice and squared off. I started chiseling more and more, and then I even chiseled a bit more. I got lost on the chisel grind to the point where I was genuinely just, for hours, just tick, 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 just going crazy like I'm a madman. I've upgraded the smithy a bit. I'm working on a windmill, and once that windmill's powered, I will now not need to really use my hands to hammer stuff. But I've kind of just been losing myself to the point where I started, getting bees ready and waiting for all of this to finally grow, because I need this to grow if I want to progress. And once I get enough stuff to make this hive work, I'm going to be swapping over to those, because a lot of stuff I can use for like a lot of like resin and leathers, resin and fat stuff. Good few of those recipes can be swapped out with beeswax, and honey is really storable. Yeah, I spent a long time just head empty, ticking away with a chisel to the point where I genuinely lost track of time. It was bad. But I did find a few other areas around here. Well, not around here, but like way out in the distance to explore, such as a weird town-looking area over here. Let's see, a little grave to rob. Oh yeah, the giant ruins I'm going to do in the next episode. Could have sworn there's, yeah, right here. There was a tower with a little teleporter that needs repaired. But also, man, why is the map not loading? There was a little building here that I thought, hey, I'm going to punch a hole in the bottom of this altar area because I wanted to see what would happen. And it has its own little hidden spot, which actually, I think I might just take you there. Just give me a quick second here. Alright, this is the ruins I was talking about. It's thousands of blocks away, but I saw this and I thought, oh, hey, this is a pretty cool place. Seems pretty, ancient, destroyed. I have to dig this now. Too curious. I did not even realize. Alright, grave robbing has now been added to our list of things I've done. I did not realize there was a grave here. Okay, there's more stuff I'm finding about this than I actually thought. And thankfully, I should have, yeah, I got the inventory space for this. Yeah, no, I found this place and I was, just curious, digging around, farting about a bit. And, wait, can I? Oh yeah, I have to. And it already looked, jeez, how did I get through here in the first place? Let's just, yeah, sorry, this is some stuff I don't plan about because I usually will just run in randomly. I was looking around back here thinking, oh hey, this is kind of cool, seems kind of neat. Wait, I could probably salvage those. I might do that later when I'm not recording. But I was like, okay, you know, roof stuff's kind of cool. There's, oh wait, little things everywhere. Nice inventory space. Oh, fuck. Nice stuff. You know, just looks all right. And then there was an altar here that I decided to... Sorry, I am a loot rat. That I decided to break down. And lo and behold, there was more stuff. And I didn't actually explore this. So, you're exploring this with me. Let's go here first. That's a suit. Just gonna... I might have to do a second trip here if... Okay, the gears are actually important. Oh, wait, can I not store... Oh, crud. Alright, I might just have to throw some of these clothes to the side, but then again, it's not like I'm going to be using most of these. Can this... Can I... Yeah, I'm gonna probably... Is there reeds nearby? As if so, I could quickly build a reed basket to store stuff in. There are no reeds nearby. Okay, I'm just gonna create a pile of clothes because I have like a 24-hour limit before things in my inventory before things I throw expire. Was not expecting this. But I don't want to have an inventory full of clothes I might not be using. Plus, there's other ruins to go through, so I can probably find more clothes. But yeah, let's just go in here, maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna have to take a lot of this. Because, books, nothing interesting in these, unless if any of those got a lore book. No. That's just a green book. It's a lore book. Definitely taking these noble things. There I am, gathering more stuff again. Okay, let's see. So there's rotten there. Beef. Hey, it's got the name in it. And not much else there. Chest, anything. Wait, is that what I... Okay, we now have a storage implement. What the fuck did I just hear? First, let's gather the cool stuff. See anything? That's a lot of oak, hellhammer. Those don't seem... Okay, I'm gonna take flower pot, and I'm definitely taking the painting. Kinda want this too. Do I not have inventory space? Let's... Where did I put the reed basket? I can remember to come back for this, so let's just throw some clothes in here that I don't care too much about. Any lore books in here? No. Let's take the carpet. Wait, can I not take the carpet? Oh, there we go. Carpet acquired. Honestly thought there'd be more. Oh, I did not like the slam sound of that. Porch holders. I need these. Coffin. Alright, this might have been their morgue. Rice seeds, bandages, and another storage vessel for my little feeding area. Nothing in these coffins, thankfully. Wait a second. Could there be something in the coffins? Oh, there can be. Gem-studded bracelet and a Jonas assembly part. Blue Sun banner. Oh wait, that's gonna break if I nearly made an oopsies. I gotta see what's in here. More rusted gear. Flax twine, I need that. anything else interesting in here? No. Cold fire pit and a lectern. This is definitely interesting, I'll say that. I was not expecting... Torch holder. Yoink. Does that mean these all have... Yes! I can now actually light up my base well. If I can take all of these home with me. Alright, I had to stand on them, so... Dip potato chip. Don't know if this part is part of like the Better Ruins mod, but this morgue definitely seems religious in context. And here I am pillaging it for all it has. I just feel like there's gotta be something back here. Could just be... Yeah, I'm wrong. I desecrated the wall. Oh well. But this place, entire place just feels interesting to stand in. And I would have thought there'd be more monsters, but maybe my rift activity is low. Oh no, it's medium, so I should have been getting mauled to death. I want this out of the way so I could get that cool looking carpet. And let's see, what's in my inventory that I don't need? Actually, can I pull up there? Let's see, do I have a bracelet slot? Yes, I do. I don't need the rock. I don't need that. I want this rug. Well, I was expecting to find maybe more lore books than the one I got. But... 5 an hour? Oh, this is its own thing. Well, I mean, I'm in a safe enough spot, so let's take a quick little read. I am afraid that I do not have much time left. 2 out of our 3 doctors have already succumbed to the black sick. One poor fellow tried to cling to life, but my hand was forced. I could not allow myself to become infected too. I've been trying to discern the source of the infection, but as I have been working on my own hand, but as I have been working, my own hands have begun to shake. I fear that I am going to become like them, the corpses that we have been examining, the beasts outside the door. Yesterday, we received a ragtag bunch of refugees fleeing from some faraway town. I could not afford to let them discover this basement, lest they too become afflicted. I've sealed the way shut with the altar. With any hope, they will think this is merely a simple church. I am watching it take me now. My right hand begins to blacken as I write this, and not from the ink. I can only pray that those above never move aside the altar, and that all of this insanity quickly passes and fades. If anyone is still alive reading this, know that I, Auden Himmelatone, something like that, did all that I could to protect humanity. It is with my deepest hopes that you will be living in a much better world than I. Gee. Yeah. So this wasn't a morgue. Well, this was a morgue, but this was more like a study-based morgue. That's... Huh. Wait, it said ruined town. Does that actually have to coincide with the town that I found over here? Also, okay, that's just a weird texture thing. Well, I guess next episode, I think I might go for that town and then the underground ruins I found. This has been a fun episode. See y'all!